OkelloMax and Willy Paul, you've just released a new underwhelming song, and it's something like 4,000 and something views on YouTube. First, allow me ask you, who advised you two artists to come at one and do this kind of collabo? This collaboration seems to be forced and lack the genuine chemistry of artists. In fact, to some extent, I see you guys have entitled the song as Ahere, where into some lines I heard Willy Paul doing it in Luo, singing in Luo. OkelloMax too doing it the same. First, what you are doing is a repeat. My initial video, I just said like we are too much tired of the same thing. You are just repeating the same thing, singing the same thing, singing the same thing. The bongo song, you guys, I think you are doing a lower line of music. You wouldn't have preferred to put it in the line of love too much. Willy Paul, what you are singing into your segment is not is not relevant at all. In fact, the composition suffers from lack of lyrical depth and sonic originality. That's how pathetic it is. The part of Willy Paul, kindly, if you are once a star, or if somehow you are an average artist, you are considered as somehow you can do it personally. Willy Paul can perform and do a song personally without being in need of collaboration. OkelloMax can also do it the same. Why are you two guys coming to in a combination then releasing a song of a collabo? Have you seen Prince Inda? If you go through his major pages and platforms, any song he happens to release by a collabo always goes underwhelming without even going viral. Always so underwhelming. There is a way, once a star is a star, you never have to do a collabo. Like now Willy Paul and OkelloMax, nothing is here. Nothing is in this song. Eti Ahere. What are you guys talking about? Ahere song. I've just listened to that whole lyrics and the whole video. Even the video is not of making sense anymore. The video is underarranged. Not making sense. The clarity, the contrast are not appealing anymore. Can you go back to the drawing board and just reorganize yourself, Willy Paul and OkelloMax? And then to the side of OkelloMax, I think your composition is too much poor. And how you sound, how you pronounce the kind of words in your lyrics is like you are being coerced to do it. The clarity there is abundantly wrong. I don't know whether you went through a perfect training or a perfect lecture before you come over to the screen to perform all this, or before you come over to studio to record your line. It's not really appealing, the song and the collabo that combines Willy Paul and this young man called OkelloMax. It's not really appealing. So you see, I've been talking over the menace of it coming once in terms of a collabo for the artist is not appealing. Once you are a star, let this thing be for the upcoming artist. Because once you are somehow you are bigger, you are a star in the space. OkelloMax is a star now, is considered, he has his own fans. And then Willy Paul too the same. These people comes together, do this kind of this kind of songs which happens to seems like a mediocre. offering a more noise than nuance to the fans. This is how you guys start diminishing yourself. And it's not making sense. Once you are in the market space, can you kindly just maintain? You're making me to be a heckler today than I've ever been. And remember, you are inside ACTV. Always Tomo Nyao is here with you. The song, despite the song is getting views in YouTube, doesn't really correspond to its relevance or impact to the consumers, which we alternatively consider as the audience. People can just come and click watch because they have interest to know, because of that public interest, to get to know what's really the message from the song, how the composition, how it's arranged, how it displays. But once, I'm very much sure, not everybody will happen to watch the whole video because they have the interest to know what's really going on, what's the impact, what's the change, the originality, what's different than ever before. Once they get to know, so they move away. It's always a clickbait. Okello Max, your line is so poor, nuanced, and what you are singing. In fact, I myself is struggling to get to hear the pronunciation of words, kind of words you are trying to, Can you speak out? In fact, the English part you are really poor. You are really poor. You are really poor, Okello Max. You are really poor. You are really doing poor. In the English part, you are really doing poor. You are a low, but why are you failing people when it comes to English? Because what you are pronouncing, I'm really struggling to hear. So this song of Ahere of Willy Paul and Okello Max, please, next time we don't want to see this sort of collabo anymore, because it seems to be a forcing. You people who are coerced and forced in this thing. It lacks what is called originality. The genuine chemistry in this song is somehow, it's not there. The song really feels so bad. So you guys, instead of elevating each other, like you seem to dilute everything in terms of your brands per each. I think by coming into doing a collabo song, it's like elevating each other individually. But here, everything has been diluted. Everything has been diluted. I heard a song. You are a bongo artist. If you are a bongo, why must you? If you are a bongo, do your sector. The bongos artists always do their things in Kiswahili or whatsoever English way. Willy Paul, were you interested? Or maybe you want to transverse to Ohanglatist, or you want to transition to Ohanglatist with your counterpart, so-called Okello Max. Stick to your line. Always stick to your line. Don't try to cause an aspect of distraction in the field of artist. It's not so good. And then, I don't know, your advisor or your manager, let him acquire some sort of knowledge, because what you guys have sung here is kind of menace and not appealing, not of relevance. You've forced yourself to do a Hangla song, but by then you cannot perform it well. Though in terms of viewership, the song is doing well on YouTube. The song is doing well, but I'm not happy with the kind of collabo and the song that you two have released, and how the composition and the lyrics, the flow, the video transition, how it displays and appears is not really appealing. Relax. Okello Max is like being smashed over his throat to sound words. In fact, the kind of words he's trying to pronounce out, you cannot even hear. that part of English part, you will really struggle to get to know the kind of message he's trying to pass to the audience. That man is really struggling. It's like he's being smashed on his throat. Sound words. By doing the Luo, this line of Luo song, I think it's kind of this distraction to Ohangla artists. Like, you know, if you're an bongo, do bongo. If you're an Ohangla artist, do Ohangla artist. And that's all today inside ACTV. Let's catch up tomorrow for any coming just inside ACTV.